Coming up on the next episode. Well, good afternoon, YouTube. It is 2:17 in the p.m. on this Friday. I believe it's a Friday. This is kind of a Friday flap. I'm going out in the car and gonna mail something at the post office, and thought I would try out this Rexing camera to see if it works as good as I think it will for a flap. So we'll try that and see what happens. Get your commentary on the way to and from the post office. So let's go and see what happens. I hope it's pointed right. I haven't changed any settings, so I assume it is. Gotta watch everything around here. People coming and going. Always people coming and going. Alright, well, package I'm mailing is the one I mentioned yesterday in the video to a certain individual who probably shall remain nameless until he reveals himself. I went through hell on this package, let me tell you. I had a little problem. I didn't want to go and stand in line in the post office, okay? You have to wear a mask, you have to stand in line, you know, it depends on what time you go, but the line sometimes out the door. So I thought, you know, I'll go online and buy some online postage. I knew I had a scale. I knew the weight of the package. It wasn't very heavy. Just one of the small BDST boxes that I bought. I think they're 4x5x2, so they're not very big, and they will go first class. Well, I went on to stamps.com. I'm thinking, well, that's a big outfit. They do a lot of online postage and stuff, so I thought I'd try that. Well, I went ahead and set up my account. You have to use a credit card and everything. I did that, and I even thought, well, I'll go ahead and opt for the they give you a scale, digital scale, if you just pay shipping and handling. I thought, well, that sounds pretty good. I think I'll get that too. So I bought that and put that in my order and everything. Got the confirmation on that, and so then I went in to log into my account to buy postage for this package, and lo and behold, I could not log in. It kept coming up with an authentication. I can't even say that word. I can say it if I don't think about it, but anyway, I was trying to authenticate my name and password, I guess. It couldn't do it. So I tried several different different browsers. I tried Brave, I tried Chrome, I tried Firefox, all the same results. So I thought, okay, well, the only other thing to do is to call the support number, which I did, and I was online with them for about an hour and a half, and finally I was told after all that time that stamps.com doesn't support Linux. I thought, okay, well, you know, you could have told me that right off the bat and it solved a lot of problems. In fact, the lady I talked to, she seemed to think it would work fine with it. Well, then she got to talking to her bosses, I guess. I guess she got told that they don't support Linux, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but, you know, is what it is. So I thought, well, I got the bright idea. I'll just go on to the USPS and get some of their postage and put the label on there, and I can just drop it off at the mailbox, which is what I'm doing. But I didn't get it from USPS. No, sir, I did not. what's the hold up is up there, but I'm not going that way. So we'll go this way. Anyway, I thought, okay, so no big deal. There's got to be other options out there besides those two, which there are. In the meantime, I was talking to Bob. You all know Bob. Bob said that he had been on some websites, forums, and things like that, and I guess the guys that use Linux are all complaining about stamps.com not taking, not wanting to do business with them, and so they go to Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship is it's a place where you buy online postage, and so that's exactly what I did. And I had absolutely no problems at all buying postage there and getting my package postagized, or whatever you want to call it. So, anywho, that's what I did. And this is where we're gonna, I bet you I can't even get that in there. Nope, it won't go in there. God darn it, I have to take it in anyway. Well, I'll tell you what, this is pissing me off. Yeah, I don't think I'm wearing a mask. Alright, I gotta lie. No line. I got right in and dropped it off, and that was all I had to do. So that's all I did. So that's just one of those things. Like I say, it just depends a lot on what time you come in and stuff like that there. So I thought, well, they used to have a lot wider opening on this box outside. Maybe that's a COVID restriction. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, we'll continue on our merry way. And see what we can see. No trains coming, that's a good thing. Person doesn't know what they're doing, so we'll just go on by. There's a good little place to eat right there. It says eat right on the top. It is good. They do have good food there. Townhouse Cafe. So if anybody ever is wanting to go out and eat somewhere like that, on there in Seymour, there you go. They're not open very late though, I don't think. I tell you what, we'll go down to the park. We haven't been down to the park yet this year. I don't think. And we'll see what's happening at the park. If anything at all. I've got my ZE1. I tried to buy a ZE3. I think it's a ZE3 PlaySport. That's a good story. I'll tell you that story too. It was listed online on eBay for some money. Does that make sense? I think it does. And it looks like an unoccupied area. We'll go right here. So anyway, let me get my other camera set up and I'll continue on talking. I found it on there. It was the guy wanted $8 for it, $5 I think for shipping, but it said that it was untested, and I kind of have a bad history on stuff like that because that's kind of a simple thing to test. I mean, it plugs right into a USB to charge, and he had the battery with it. He showed the battery. So, charge it up, see if it works. It's not hard to do. So anywho, that's the deal on it. So I thought, well, okay, he had a make offer on it. I thought, okay, so let's try $4. That's what I offered him. I did. $4. Um, he came back, declined my offer, and counter offered with $7. Well, that was $1 less than what he had it for, and that's not much of a discount. So I waited a day and offered $5 for it. So I have yet to hear back for that. So I don't know if he feels insulted or what, but I don't care one way or the other. It's not worth it to me to pay $8 for something that you don't. It's going to be maybe a door weight, a paperweight, whatever. I just don't think it's worth it. So that's just my opinion. You can take that, however you want to take it, but that's just the way I feel about it. And if he doesn't want to, he's got to make offer. And I'm not paying $7 for it either. If he came back with $6, I might. $6 and then $5 for shipping. That's still, I was wanting to pay under $10 for it. So I was trying to do. So anyway, that's that. So I don't know if he's going to come back with it or not. But if he does, he does. If he don't, he don't. I don't think I'm going to mess with it anymore. But I thought for that money, it'd be worth a shot to see if it gets to working. It does look like it comes apart if you can't get it working. I mean, if it doesn't work, So I don't know. It's just one of those things. And then another thing is I don't really need it. I've got this ZE1, does exactly the same thing. So and it takes good pictures as well. So I don't know. It looks like a little party going on over there. I don't know. Not here. I got my package dropped off and I'm all happy. Even got a receipt. That's pretty good, huh? So that's that. I didn't work on the. I've got another video coming out on the 970. When that's ready, I'll put it up, but probably won't be till Monday. I'm trying to skip the weekends again and do that. This may not even be posted till tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. It just depends on how I feel when I get back home. First time I've been out for a long time, so there's that. So Lexi left early this morning. I don't know if I told you. I don't think I did. She started a new job. She's working again for Walmart. Walmart distribution center here in town. They have a distribution center here in town, and so a little bit more money than what she was making at Ison. So that's why she wanted to change. But apparently it's harder work. That's what they basically told her when she put in for it. And they said if you can make it, I think a couple of weeks, you should be all right. But she said if you can't, then you just ain't gonna be able to do it. But anyway, she's a smallish person. I mean, as far as being physical stature, she's not very tall. Now she's a little hefty. I mean, as far as got some girth on her, but so she may be able to do it. I don't know. She told me a couple of days that it was pretty hard. So anyway, they work Monday through Thursday, 10-hour days. I think 5:30 till 3:30. I think is what they work. So basically, she's off. Actually, they usually work Tuesday through Thursday, is what she said. But this week they're working Monday through Thursday. And then she's off on Monday, too, because she starts her regular schedule then. So she's got a long weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So she was, I thought, well, she's going to be sleeping in tomorrow when I was in bed last night, because I thought she was just in there. Last time I looked at the clock, it was 1-something. And I could hear her doing this and that and everything. She makes so much noise. She's not a very tactful or... she has no finesse about her at all. She just, goes whole hog at whatever she's doing. When she walks, she just makes so much noise because she walks on her heels. And anyway, I'm just hoping I can put up with it for another month or so till she gets moved out. If she does that, she got her tax check. I swear to God, I think it's gone. The way that girl spends money, I tell you what. Either or, it doesn't matter to me. If I hear that she got offered an apartment and didn't take it, she's going to be leaving. So I tried to make that clear to her. I hope I did. So anyway, and if they get this new thing going through, you know, well, they've already got the one thing where she gets $3,600 a year. That's $300 a month for her because she's got her babies, you know, only a year and a half. And so right there, that's got to be close to her rent, half a rent a month. So, you know, if you can't make a $300 rent payment, geez, oh Pete's, something wrong with you. Now her sister, of course, sister got married, and they've got a combined income. But even before that, she had an apartment before she got married, and had no problem with it. And it really boils down to how you manage your money. And I think most of you guys know that. So she kept saying she couldn't afford it. I said, well, you're going to have to. I said, either that or get public housing or something like that. I said, because I can't take it anymore. I get too old for this. I'll be 70 years old on my birthday, so I'm just too old for it. So anyway, that's that. So I went through that. But I think I started to say on this 970, I had a couple of screws that broke off in it. On the bottom, there's 4 screws on the bottom that hold it to the case, and they're just the type of screws. I think they're like the sheet metal type screws that go through the bottom of the case and then screw into the chassis. And there was 2 screws that had broke off in there. I don't know if somebody had dropped it and broke the screws off or what, but I assume that's probably what happened, given all the other stuff that I found on it. But so I worked like a dog yesterday getting those things out. I got them out, but boy, I tell you what, it was hard. It was really hard. So like I say, you get to see a video on that. I was going to make another part of that video. I don't know if I'm going to or not, with it all screwed together and in its place. But like I said, we may just wait on that. I don't know. We'll see. But that's that. I mentioned to some people, let me double check. I don't know if I pressed the record on this. Yeah, I did. Well, that's good. Now I'm finding that right spot again. Okay, I hope that's it. I'm looking directly at the lens, so I'm assuming it is. Anyway, had a burst of energy. After my little bout with the 24-hour bug, I was just had energy. I can't explain it. That's why I got in there and finished the MFP and started working on this. And I'm thinking now about what to do next. As far as I think I'm going to do that Packer Bell. I want to kind of do that to test out the MFP, the DCPS on it, make sure it's going to be able to crank out enough voltage, or I should say amperage, to run a radio like that. It should, but you never can tell. My plan is to I got that a little bit crooked. My plan is to get the radio and do some monitoring on it, as far as that there's a 120 ohm, 150 ohm resistor that comes off the rectifier for the B+, and I'm going to check the exact ohms of that, and then I'm going to check the voltage drop across it with the radio on, and that way it'll give us our amperage through the radio, and that will give me an idea of what the power supply is going to have to put out. I don't think it'll be any problem going up to the voltage, because it's fairly low voltage. It's a line voltage set, so you know that part of it should be all right. But the way these unregulated power supplies like this work, you know, to get your desired voltage, you have to crank it up past where the variac up past where it should be. In other words, if you have a no-load situation, have 100 volts on it, and maybe drawing, like I say, zero current, when you put like 10 milliamps on it, well, it's going to drop the voltage way down. So you have to crank up the variac a little bit more to get that voltage back. So that'll just take some experimentation on doing that, but I hope it works, because I put a lot of time into that, and I really, that was going to be the centerpiece of my MFP, is really, so so I'm hoping I'll be happy about that when I test it. But that's why I want to test it, because I want to make sure it's going to work for that. The rest of it is kind of fluff. Not really fluff. I mean, there's some things on there I'll use, but like that AC voltmeter, I know I'll be using it. The function generator, probably using. I've already played around with it a few times. Obviously, the DMM I'll use. The component tester I will use. Probably the frequency counter, probably the least of any of those as far as what I've got going. I've got my Heathkit frequency counter over on the. I don't even know if I showed that on video. I don't think I have, but I've got it over on the HP signal generator that I bought, the nice one. I've got it next to the Fluke on top of that, and I've got some Velcro strips coming in. I couldn't find mine. I looked all over for them, and I think they were about gone anyway. But anyway, I bought some more of those, and gonna put a couple of those on the feet, or 4 of them actually, and get that settled in where it goes, and then once I do that, it should stay there. It's a little bit close to the soldering station. I got to be a little bit more careful with how I, because there's a lot of times I'll reach over there and start putting the soldering iron back without even looking at it, and I can't do that now because that face of that frequency counter will get burned pretty bad if I do that very often. So can't do it often. So anyway, we'll do that. We'll get something figured out, and that'll be good. I think that's about it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Always something. Nothing new about Mom. My sister has been less than forthcoming with information on her. She's supposed to have called and let me know if she's going to be staying at Madison or she's moving to Vivi or what, and I have not heard anything. Now, sometimes that takes a while to do. I don't know if that's the case or what, but I don't know. Just have to wait and see, I guess, because she's the one in charge of things, and kind of go through her. So that's about all I can tell you about that. Anywho, yeah, I mentioned something else was coming in the mail here, and it may be a while before it gets here. Somebody asked me if I could, I think basically double check their work that they did on this item, and I said sure. And I don't mind doing that for anybody on YouTube, as far as anybody, my subscribers and things like that. Help in any way I can. I'm not perfect as far as electronics, but I know a little bit of something. And like I say, I'm always willing to help out. But so that's that. He asked me not to say anything about who it was or anything about it until it actually gets here, and he gets his videos done and stuff like that. So that'll do that. That must be Bob. If you heard the text, I don't know if you heard it or not. He was taking a nap, so I was out cavorting while he was taking a nap. So that's all I can tell you about that. Somebody's walking by with the baby. Oh, they're going to the garbage can, I do believe. So, anywho, that's that. What else is going on? I don't know what else is going on. Let me see what Bob had to say. Yeah, he was just letting me know that he got up from his nap. He had a good nap, so that's good. That's another thing. I kind of want to go see Bob. They keep talking about now this 4th stimulus check. I keep saying they. It's not so much they. It's the Blind to Billionaires guy. I don't know if anybody ever watches him. I thought, well, here's a good guy, to watch, and he knows everything that's going on, seems like, and he did. He was pretty much up on the last one, but he's one of them guys that basically make videos, and I'm guilty as charged, but makes videos to hear himself talk, I think, and so he makes a lot of unnecessary videos, and I kind of watch out for his. I'm not subscribed anymore, but I just kind of watch to see what the catch line is, to see, if maybe there's something there worth looking at. But I still stay with my other guy, Brian. I think his name is Brian Kim. The clear value taxes. He's still doing his. Not so much on the stimulus anymore, just kind of a general news report. And so he's a good guy. I like him. And so I watch that about every day. And then, But really, I don't think Biden said anything about the forced stimulus check. I think a lot of people, including some congressmen and senators, have gotten together and asked him about it. But I don't think he's on board yet with it. So we'll have to wait and see, I guess. But not a big deal. They talk about the families thing now, which I understand that. I'm not complaining about that. I understand if you have kids and things like that, you really need to help. I probably need it less than most, but at the same time, I figure if everybody else is getting it, why can't I get it? That's my attitude on that. So, I want to thank Bill for his suggestion on the scope. I really like the little scope, and it was a good deal. And I don't know how good a deal it was. I paid a lot of money for it as far as what he paid for his, but it was still a pretty good deal, I think. So. I'm going to do some demos with that and use that in a lot more stuff than I have used in my scope in the past. Because, at 5 megahertz, that should handle just about anything an AM radio is going to throw at it. So I think that'll be good. But like I said, there's probably not much use of trying anything in FM. Now, audio, it would be able to see that, but I use my signal tracer for that usually. So that's that. I think I have talked long enough. I don't know how long I have talked, but I think I'm going to head back home. I've got my package mailed, got my receipt. I think I'm good to go. So I'm going to wish you guys a happy day. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see ya. Well, I'm still with you. I haven't left you. We'll take the trip home. Really thinking about eating out tonight. I don't know if I'm going to for sure or not, but I had White Castles a couple nights ago, and they don't usually affect me too bad, so they didn't this time either. But I don't know if I'd really want them again. I just got a couple of double cheeseburgers and loaded fries. I think $6 and something. That wasn't too bad. Like I say, I'm not really in the mood for that again. Not much happening today. It's kind of a sunny, overcast day. You know what I mean? A lot of clouds, but it seems like the sun breaks through them once in a while. Oh, they're backed up at CVS, that's for sure. That's not good. If I can make this light, I'm sure I can. No problemo. See if my daughter was working. Didn't see the car. I have to go home and think about supper. Well, I enjoy thinking about food sometimes. I start thinking about food this time of the day if I eat early, which I did today. I had my noodles a little early. Thank goodness I had them before I made that call. I tell you what, that was stupid. That's really stupid on their part, I think. I mean, it's all web-based. It's not nothing. You really don't need anything, on your computer. I don't know. It's crazy. But anyway, I found Pirate Ship. That's working pretty good. I like that. So I've got that now on my menu thing on my computer as far as places to go for this and that. So I have that saved. I've got an account. Accounts are free. That's another thing. Accounts are free there. Doesn't cost anything to open an account. Just pay for the postage. That's all you got to do. That little. I'll tell you what, that box was 3 ounces. Well, I said 3 ounces. It measured 1.3 ounces. That's how light it was. And I was going to do 2, and I thought, I'm going to be safe. Just make it 3. So I made it 3. It was $3 to ship that little package. That's first class. Of course, it's pretty much the same as priority. But, so it did that. That wasn't bad. Like I say, they give you a label. If you have problems with it, you can re-download it and reprint it. It's not a big deal. So, I liked it a lot. I really did. Alright, we are home. I guess I'll truly end this here now. You guys have a great one. We'll see you later.